Welcome everyone to Bannerlord. I'm Drake Hawkins. We're playing Mountain Bay 2 Bannerlord as the Warmaids of Calradia. We're going to do a new campaign here, and this is going to be a return to a character that we played way back when in Warband. I'm thinking it was close to 90 or 100 episodes between the two, the short series and the long one. I have had an assistant in the creation of the character. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to show you something that's really fascinating. I don't remember if we picked... I think she picked this one. So Hannah, my 3-year-old lovely daughter that likes this game, she calls it the Hannah game because I made a character with her once, and we rode around in a town on the horse, and she loved it. It was the best game she's ever seen. So we're going to try to recreate the character that that her and I walked through and created. And she laughed because the character was naked, so she told me to put the clothes on. So that's what we're gonna do. Gotta listen to your 3-year-olds. So we're going to go with this. This was her hair color choice. I believe it was that one. And the hair, she likes this little braid thing, which is slightly amusing to me. Very amusing. You'll see why in a moment. She also had her with a nasty scar. Where did it go? Was it this one? No, that's over the eye. It was one that wasn't over the eye. No. Gotta find it here. It's in here somewhere. Oh, that one. That's the one there. I don't know. She's a 3-year-old. She also likes Halloween stuff. But anyways, let's pick her eye color here. So, eyebrow type. Yes, I think we had... I'm just trying to remember these. We did that. Did it this afternoon, and she really wanted to play with it. Actually, this face is actually pretty much spot on. I gotta work on the lips a little here. Let's see, mouth position I think is okay. Lip thickness was definitely bigger. She had her with big fat lips and made her smile. She was trying to get me to make her smile, which is really hard to do in these characters unless you do that. She loved that one. That was the most hilarious thing ever. Top lip shape, let's do that. I think that's about as close as I'm gonna get. I really wish I'd have recorded it. It was absolutely fantastic to play along with her. So anyways, you'll hear from her frequently if you join the streams that we do every Tuesday and Thursday. I am doing a different campaign there, so if you want to join us, that would be fantastic. I think pretty much everything there is okay, except for she wanted her to have a very big nose. Where's the nose size? There it is. She had her as big of a nose as possible. It may be because her daddy has a big fat nose. Eyes. Let's put the eye color. Where's that? Eye color. It was as blue as possible. So she's made a redhead with blue eyes, and she wanted freckles. I think that is freckly, but let's see. Skin type. I don't remember which one she had it on, but it was fairly freckly, so I'm thinking maybe that one? I think that's about where we were at. Okay, so here's the really amusing part. I'm going to flip on something else and show you guys this. Give me 1 second. I'll just cut to it and bring it up on the screen from the previous Warband, and you can see the character creation difference. Just a flash from the past. Okay, let me bring this up and show you what the character creation screen looked like in Warband, and the character that we made when she was 2, 3 months old, something like that. Talk about ironic. The big bushy eyebrows. No scar. She's apparently, I guess this would be the daughter version. The 200 years later great-granddaughter, maybe. She's got a little samurai armor going on there. That is the old one. Let me show you the other one. This is the other screen. This was, anybody might recognize, the icon in the background. That was our flag. It was one of the flags available in Mount & Blade Warband. So, for the record, that maybe have been the inspiration that my son... at the time 16, almost 16 maybe, my son decided this was his inspiration for making the sword and wings that we use for the current icon for the channel. So that was the old character creation screen. This is the new, I guess 200 years before, because that's about the setting of this thing, Hannah Kalia. So let's get her character creation going here. Okay, so here we are in the character creation. I've spent some time walking through it and decided what we're going to try to go for here. So this is going to be kind of a cut. One of the few times we're going to cut ahead to things. I spent some time doing this, didn't want to bore you with it all. So we are sitting at the family stage, so we pick all these as we go through. Every time you're born into a family of, you pick one of them and you go through to the next. You've probably all seen this before, so let's hit this up. We chose Freeholder. That gives us a point. It's 10 skill points and a focus point in Athletics and Polearm. And then a point in Endurance. So our focus was to try to get as much Endurance as we could, and secondary to get Intelligence. Hoping that I could have hit 30 in the Intelligence, in the Medic. Didn't quite get there. The riding's pretty good. Don't need these other pips, really. We will be doing the smithing, so that's decent. The athletics will help us move a little quicker. All in all, not a bad idea. All this is pretty good for what I'm planning for her. So, as a child, she was noted for her skill with horses. Something I'd love Hannah to do, but she's never been near a horse yet. So we'll have to fix that in the next year or two. Gave us an endurance as well as riding and medicine. Then, as like all village children, you helped out in the fields. You also gathered herbs in the wild. She is always picking up rocks and sticks and dandy flowers, as she calls them. That's a kid thing. So 2 into medicine, 2 into scouting, and another point in endurance. So we're sitting at 7, which is actually pretty fantastic. She went with the youth in war-torn Calradia, especially in frontier and tribal areas. Some women, as well as men, learned to fight at an early age. You trained with the cavalry. This one gave us another endurance point, and riding and polearm. That was the choice. Before you set off for a life of adventure, your biggest achievement was you invested some money in land. Reason for that is because I needed the point in intelligence. Also, +1 to calculating, which is effectively a moot point. 10 renown to start with, which is really good. And we definitely are going to be doing investments in land. We're going to be spending a lot of time helping the locals. This is the Warmaids are all about helping the people. And when things get rough later on, and we need to step up our game, maybe we'll get into some armies and all the rest later on. Rode off with our fast horse that we learned to use when we were young, giving us another point in riding, another point in scouting, and an endurance point. Which is awesome. Our brother with his lovely golden locks here, we will be seeing more of him. Since this is version 1.4.3, we are going to actually see him and have him be able to join us once we hit the... it's 1.4.3 beta, sorry. Once we finish the first rebuild the clan quest, the next city we go into, we'll get a awesome quest chain, or quest event to go... rescue or return him to our party and whatnot, and finish rescuing the kids. So the brother and sister shall return to us at some point. So she is an Empire culture, 20% construction speed bonus in town projects, wall repairs, and siege engines. I'm pretty sure the siege engines will help. We'll get siege engines up faster, and that is a super good way to farm influence early on. We're going to be playing this in realistic mode there, realistic mode there. Realistic in the damage. We are going to be playing the recruitment difficulty at, I think we'll do extra, 1 extra, instead of, normally on the streams I play with the 2 extra, so 3 options per town. You can end up with like 9 or 12 recruits at a time. A little much for this series, because we're going to spend a lot of time boosting relations with locals in whatever area we want to kind of focus in on. Map movement speed will be realistic as well. AI difficulty to the higher at challenging. I'm not sure how this enabled death is going to pan out, but it is what it is. I think we'll allocate our own clan members perks. There may be a mod that we need to import to get the ability to, say, have a person like our brother or somebody who's running an army. We can actually recruit them or get them to train. Normally you have to bring them actually back into your party, which is a little annoying when you have people doing caravans and whatnot. Less golden locks, a lot more tan than it looked like in the other image, but Nathanos, for now, we can pick his name later. Nathanos is the brother, and we're going to skip the tutorial here. So the goal here for this series is to run through an entirely with you. Can I do the full name? Yeah, Warmaids of Calradia. There you go. That's our family name. That's our clan name, I guess. We had the sword and the wings, and we have our clan colors, right? We can do that. What I would think is that maybe in the lore, this was pre-colors. Now, she did the green last time. We did have, her mama did do green. Our clan colors are normally blue. And we're Imperial. So blue is going to look Sturgeon. The green is totally going to look like a Battanian. We'll go with the green, because that was what not her mama, her great-granddaughter copies her and adds the wings in. That's how we're going to play it. All right, so that's the colors. She's got a very intense-looking spear. Jeepers. All right, let's have a look at our character here. So as I was saying, we're going to be spending about an hour of play, all straight on through. You'll get to see everything as we go. I hope that's enjoyable for everybody. I enjoy seeing one of my favorites is Party Elite. If you haven't seen his stuff, go check it out right away. But he's got a fantastic deal. So a lot of people have given him story notes and stuff to add to the flavor of it. I love it. If you guys want to do that, fantastic. I'd love to read and I do read every comment in there. So please let me hear your versions of things that may happen in the background or add to the story. You can get as creative with your writing as you'd like. So we get our first pick in writing because we started with the 3 pips and 30 in writing skill, which is going to help her out quite nicely to begin with. Increase your charge damage by 20%. Mounted troops in your formation gain 10% charge damage. I think we'll go with the maneuver, though. I prefer that for sure. Was it damage? Yeah, charge damage, yeah. Okay, now we also have polearm at 20, so we want to definitely work with that. So how the new version works, this is not based on getting these. It used to be based on before 1.4.3 beta. I'm going to be doing some tutorial explaining things, so to explain why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, because up until this version, this system was entirely the wrong way to do it. So we have 7 endurance. We have 30 points. I'm going to give a quick example here. We have 30 skill points here in riding, which used to contribute to, if you get 30, well, we'd have level 1 to start with, but to get to level 2 you need to add 5 skill points of anything. So it didn't matter if it was roguery or trade or tactics or riding. It did not matter. 5 skills gained in anything gained you another level. So what that meant is that the lower skill stuff that was very easy to train and get your first, because super low number of XP compared to the higher levels skill stats, you would be much quicker to train a whole diverse everything, and you had to really to keep your level training after about 15 or so. Now what they've done is this is based on the total number of experience. It says SP still, but it's actually XP. So if I gain 440 XP, she goes from 20 to 21 in polearm. The gaining that is going to be based on the learning rate. So the higher learning rate items mean more XP per single action. If I make $2 dinar in trade, I get 1 XP times the XP multiplier. That's the exact trade math right now in this particular version. So what happens is you're better off to do things that you already have a higher learning multiplier in, like riding and smithing and athletics, because it's crazy high because we spent so much focus on the endurance. On top of that, I'm going to put this first point into smithing, because we are going to try to get ourselves some equipment and get ourselves smithed up a good weapon or two. Let's see, what else can I say about this? I don't know much else other than I really want to get the 20 points in or 25 points in medic, so that we can get the preventative medicine, can increase our health by 10%. Wouldn't mind getting the 25 pointer here so we can get a bit reduction in the trade goods purchased. We are going to get ourselves a scout, we're going to get ourselves a medic, and we're going to be the steward. If we have an engineer, we'll get the engineer to be a steward as well, because there's a few things that really help as a governor early on there to get him to about 50 points. All that aside, let's get to the rest of things here. Let's see. Quests we have, of course, is the established clan. When we finish that, we can get our brother back and our 2 young siblings. We need to hire a companion, get our renown to 50. Current party size has to be 20, and we have to have 2,000 bucks in hand. We also have to do the Noretzi's Folly, which everybody knows about. The later versions have improved, and then we can use this create a clan button if we want when we get to tier 4 to create our own kingdom. Or we can join a faction at some point when we hit tier 1. We can join as a mercenary. Tier 2, we can join as a vassal. Once we finish the Noretzi's Folly quest, we can then declare ourselves, if we've got property and whatever else, we can declare ourselves the our own kingdom, and we'll see where we go with that. Let's see how the story unfolds as we go forward. Our party is, of course, us with a party size of 20, and I guess there's nothing else we can talk about other than our gear. Right now she's got a one-handed and a shield and an Imperial Spear, but I think we might need to go with doing some... Do we go straight into recruiting? I think so. Let's have a look at the trade. We're going to see if we can get ourselves some smithing stuff. First magic item is the Pugio. Excellent. We'll do that, and then we'll probably ride to the next town. Let's ride over to Lake Erin here and see if we can... Oh, let's dodge that 13. Never mind, they're running from him. That's excellent. We get involved there and help out. Lake Erin. Oh, I do have one mod running, and it is the... What's it called? I'll put it in the description down below or comment down below. It lets us know at a glance. We can look over and see. See, this one has like this icon here. That is that this place produces silver. This one has the lumber icon, produces lumber. This one is where is it? Oh, okay, there we go. Sheep. That's the woolly icon there. There's horses and so on. What's this? Grain, I think. Yeah, grain. And then the blue exclamation. So the blue exclamation indicates that we have a... what's that? Is that the capital? No, I don't know what that icon means. We'll have to figure it out. Blue exclamation says there's somebody there that will offer us a quest, so we could go in here and gang leader needs weapons. Wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Let's talk to him. Can we afford them? Eesh, probably not. I think it's like 10 axes or 10 something he's going to ask for. Don't know. This might be a bad idea to start us out. There is also no axes here. Alright, well maybe he'll ask for something else? I know, but they have a Pugio here, so I'll take it. That's more important than all the rest. Well, let's talk to him. Let's see what he has to say. I'm going to be doing a lot of questing in the Imperial lands. Any village that has anything I can do, from training troops to extortion to all the rest. We'll do as many of those as we can. Market Town. You're going to know the name of Hanakalia. Losus the Wart. I would switch the name if I were you, buddy. So what does he want us to do? He wants us to make some easy money with tools. The type of tools he needs is not for farming. Hand axes. One-handed axes, he needs 9 of them. Alright, we'll get you 9 one-handed axes. And apparently we still have the tutorial saying, please learn that you need WASD to move. That's fantastic. Alright, well, let's see. I don't know that we can get any of those here. Alright, probably none. Dagger, one-handed swords. Yeah, this might be a bad quest to try to do here. Okay, so we can't get any one-handed axes here. Oof, not great. Alright, let's do the smithing thing. We're definitely going to try to crank our way through that as quickly as possible. So let's go into town here. I'm going to be blitzing this because a lot of people don't like it and find it boring. So I'm going to do as much of this as I can, or as quick of this as I can. We're going to grab not 20, we'll grab 10 hardwood. We'll go into the smithy, go into refining. We're going to give her a couple of those. We'll use the charcoal that we've just made from our refining. 2 hardwood makes 1 charcoal. Very expensive. In the Pugios, these guys are worth ridiculous amounts. Fine steel, iron, and wrought iron times 2. That's what we're going to get from one of those blades that cost us 261 bucks. We also get some unlocks because that's a decent difficulty apparently for her. There we go. She's gained another point and is now 12. Alright, so we got some gear, or we got some equipment rather. We need one more, at least one more refine there. Let's go see what we can make for two-handed weapons, because those are kind of the best ones for training. So no extra blades. Alright. Let's lengthen the blade length entirely, because that's going to be our... it's going to increase the difficulty. We want to crank up the difficulty on this. This is the guard. I'm trying to explain and be really quick. Guard's 10 difficulty. We're going to go with the 20 difficulty one. Also takes a wrought iron. Does not matter the length of it. It's not going to affect the difficulty of the blade, so whatever. The handles, did we get another grip? We did not. That's unfortunate, but we'll deal with it. That will increase the length of the blade. Unfortunately, there's no, like, only the ones I've unlocked so far. That would be nice. So that's the pommel. It's a pretty basic looking blade. You can click down here to, ooh, that's a very nice scabbard it puts on that blade. The scabbard's based on the blade type. Some of them don't have them. So that's going to cost us 5 wrought iron, 1 crude iron. So we need to go back and consider getting some other things that may get us some material. There is pitchforks, iron pitchfork. Let's do that. And I'm not sure if the other ones get that. Let's check, see if that is enough. Smithing, smelting. That's going to get us our crude iron. Unfortunately, not a wrought iron. Okay, we're also unlocking some more items. How many dollars do we got? 310. Well, we're going to probably craft her a new weapon that'll replace some things. So I'm going to actually take this pole arm. We'll see if we can rip it apart. We're not going to be using that thing. Yeah, it's the same sort of deal, huh? Not great. Take it apart anyways. We could use her refining now and make, with a hardwood, we could make one more wrought iron. And we need to do that again, and then that. And then we can make that blade. Let's see if we can make that again. Okay, and now this thing, I think that's what we go with there. Oh, we did get a new handle. Is that a two-handed option? No, oh, we're in one-handed blades. Sorry, two-handed blades. Or two-handed swords. There we go. Crank that up again. The difficulty 20. Go with you. Don't care the length. Handle, I don't think we got any new handles for that. Nope. And the pommels. We're good. Okay. Something like that. We're going to forge this. It's going to be way over her difficulty. It's going to be crap. And she's going to gain 1 billion points. Learning the smith. 7 points. That's not 1 billion points. It's not a very high difficulty item. We'll get more. Look at all the things she's unlocking, though. Nice. All right. That is fantastic. Now, we can go right here to the smelting and tear it apart, but I'm actually going to sneak into the trade thing and see what it's worth. Just over here. It's worth 883 bucks. We don't have a lot, so I think we will take it apart and do it all over again. So let's be done that. Go in here, take the smithy, and tear it apart. Now, what you do is, when it was 5 wrought iron to make, 1 crude iron to make, with the highest tier item drops by 1 class. So it drops from wrought iron to crude when you try to melt it down again. Apparently, we, however, need some more hardwood. There we go. Get, say, 6 more of those. That should be enough to get us what we need. You refine 1 point. How many does she have? 22. Needs 25. Oh, gotta spend some time resting. That's about a 20 seconds or so to totally regen your stats at this point, from what I understand. So we'll do that and grab our next item. Probably don't even need it all. There, we got 65 more stamina back. That's shown down here, as well as her smithing skill. I'll do this twice and see about forging. Oh yes, smelting this weapon down. There we go. More stuff, more components. We did unlock some new blades. So let's see if there's any in the two-handed category. Yeah, there we go. Good options here. All right, we've got the steel we can make here. Long saber blade takes 3 steel. This one takes 3 iron. 3 iron there. Some wood, a wooden practice blade. Love it. That's all right, but not stellar. We haven't the steel to do this. So we could do the refining to make steel if we had the level. That takes level 50 though. So we're not able to get this right now. So let's hoof it out of here, end that, and head over to the next city. We need possibly to make axes when we get the money. You gotta remember that. We don't have a long time to wait on that. Now, let's open this up so we keep that running. She's in the forest, so it's slowing her down. She's got pretty quick speeds. This place makes green, and it wants us to do something, but, you know, those mountain bandits are, you know, a little annoying right now. They're gonna mess us up if we get involved with them. So let's see if we can be dodgy and get around. If I can. All right. We are here. We're just gonna do this. There's some hatchets. Okay, that's 1. One-handed axes, that counts. That also counts. Okay, so there's 3 of them. Oh my goodness, not for 5,800 bucks. All right, maybe we'll craft some one-handed axes. That's probably the way to go. Do these guys have hardwood in stock? No. Yes, they do. They have only 4 units for 23 bucks a piece. A little expensive. Let's see about the... did we have any Pujos here? No. So we can't get the fine steel for cheap here. Let's move along to Onika. Sure. See if we can get over here without getting ourselves dead. I may do a bit of cutting. You may find I've done a bit of cutting at this point just to kind of speed this early process along. It's not really exciting stuff, but it is a huge boon to the growth of the character and the growth of our potential here. There we go. 2 of these guys. That's great. We're going to get rid of the shield because it's a crap one for now. And I think we'll take the blade and we'll break it down. But we can get these 2 Pujos probably... Oh, minus 20 bucks. Okay. What are we going to sell off? Let's sell off a charcoal because we can make more. That'll leave us with 4 bucks. We have 2 hardwood. That's not enough. This place has no hardwood. Really. Alright. Out there we go. Alright, so we've arrived back in Lake Huron. We are strapped for cash. We got 4 bucks in hand. We got the iron spatha. We got the 2 Pujos. And 1 charcoal. So we're in a little bit of a less than ideal situation. We could sell this iron spatha. Or we could go into the smithy and see about what we can craft here. If I smelt that down, we won't have anything to forge with. So let's see about a 2-hander that uses... okay, wrought iron's fine. Your crude iron, we've got that. Actually, we've got the materials to make this right now. So if we go like this, crank this baby to whatever we can for difficulty, that's going to be an iron instead. That might be better than the crude, I guess. We've got a wrought iron there. Okay, we can change some parts. Alright, so we'll just try to make... Oops, not that. We'll try to make this as decent as we can make it. 1 crude, 4 wrought iron, and an iron. Craft that, see if we can make some money off it. So she gained a level 7 more points. Puts at 31, which is great, because we can now go into, not smithing, go into her character tree here. Lots and lots of items gained there. She's at 31 in the smithing. We're going to go ahead and teach her to make charcoal super awesomely. Right on. We'll put another point in there to keep the smithing up. Again, with the new version, you can focus all 5 points in something that's useful, something that you'll actually use, and that's the best way to get XP. Right now, she is already level 2, just from smithing, and that's going to crank up real fast here. Into the trade, we can actually buy... We can't buy anything. This crafted item that we just made there you go. I'm glad we used the iron part on it. It's now worth 1,300 bucks. We're going to sell that off, and again, the rule is we can't sell anything that would yield us more than the town has to offer. So if this town has 21,000, or I guess, hold on, reset here. This town has 22,584. This blade, we'll get blades that are worth $70,000, $80,000. We have to, according to our own implied rules, we have to actually drop it and sell it as is for whatever they're going to give us. Can't do, like, trade bunch of stuff back so we can make it worth that much. No. Straight up trade. It'll dull down some of the gaminess of it. This guy we still have that quest for. That's fine. We'll deal with him before today's done. I am going to be editing this one down again for you guys if I didn't mention that. We are definitely going to be editing this down to try to make things a little more bearable. So we've got some cash now. We got to go get some hardwood, and then we'll grab the hardwood. Get it. Can we buy the hardwood here for a reasonable price? 12 bucks? Yeah, we'll get it here. There we go. Bought 40 hardwood. We are good for quite a while now. So let's get ourselves refining. With the new hardwood specialist skill she got at 25, we can turn 2 hardwood into 3 charcoal. And then we have to go rest. Alright. More of that charcoal, making that 34 now with her skill. Let's see what we got for... There we go. We can take some more Pujos apart. We can take that iron spatha apart. Now we got a decent amount of supplies here. Let's see what we can make for a really nice weapon to break the system for us. We want to basically get something. There's the long saber that takes 3 steel, which we have. That's probably your highest difficulty item, 30. This one is 20. Okay, we'll do the crazy long one. Oh, that's a one-hander. Sorry, two-hander. Two-hander back to the blade. Where was it? There we go. Long saber. Again, 30 difficulty, but it's a two-hander, so it's going to actually have a longer reach. And two-handers generally have a ridiculously good price, and therefore good training and all the rest. Difficulty is pretty high. We're going to throw this guy on. I think it looks great with a big one. Nice sheath on it, too. Oh, it's a squared end sheath. Interesting. And handles, okay? Note on the two-handers. A two-handed handle can actually... There are no options to show that to you here, okay? Two-handed handle can affect it so that it becomes a two- or one-handed interchangeable with the X key in combat. Well, it's default to X. Let's see. That is difficulty 10. We'll go with that one. It's 20. Sure. Alright, this is going to make a weapon of some sort. 3 steel, 1 iron, and 2 wrought iron. We'll just call this crafted long saber. Excellent. Crafter long saber? How about crafted, Drake? Good spellering. Alright, 38 points. This is what I'm talking about. Crazy good. And a ton of stuff she's going to unlock. We go into smelting, we click that, and we will take it apart once we have a rest. And that'll give us a chance to check the price tag for it. So this is why they say smelting is broken. That is a $22,872 blade. Dumb. That's because the primary damage of the item is so darn high. So that's alright. We're not doing that. We're actually just going to crank up her training, get her a few levels, get her some XP, get her the ability to smith and smelt our way to a quick startup. Oh, oaken javelin shaft we just got. We can make javelins. Nice. That I will showcase for you, but it's still going. Cheapers. I'll showcase what that does for you, how that works for us, but we'll break apart this weapon because we are not wanting to just farm it. We're actually wanting to get the XP more than that. Let's go into the forging and choose javelins. I don't know. Yeah, we only have the one head, so we can't actually showcase this yet for you. Javelins have 2 other components that you can add parts to increase the difficulty if you would like. They actually do quite a decent job of increasing difficulty. We need a different head for the javelin. Once we do anything above the harpoon, and this thing's going to be worth like 100,000. It's just broken. So I'm not exaggerating. It's legit worth 100,000. For those of you who haven't seen it, believe me, it's dumb. So we're going to go with a... do we have much for pole arms? I don't think we have really any good blades for pole arms. Oh, a Kontos head. That might be a good choice to start with. Is this going to be a couchable lance, though? Is there anything... Yeah, we don't have any shafts or any handles that we can make this couchable with. I don't think either of these will do that. I think we need certain types of... heads for that. There's also, again, these also have the they also have a guard, sort of guard and a pommel. You can have a, what is that, canoe paddle? Maybe. Alright, so we're crafting away there. Going to continue, go back to doing another one of these. We still have the 3 steel. We can repeat that same blade we had. Fine steel. Ooh. A fine steel spatha blade. Alright, let's do that one. Crank it up as high as we can. We got a bunch of new options. Look at all the things that have opened up for us. And we can get that crazy... Oh, that is an intense blade. See what we got for handles. Tell me we got a decent hand... We didn't. Oh, we did. There we go. A steel handle. This one is the first one we found that gives the 1-2-handed version. I like it. So we can have that, and then we're going to grab a high difficulty end for it. That is ugly. I can't do that. Can't stomach it. That's also ugly. They're all ugly. Oh well, we're going to have to go with that one then, I guess. Not as big and crazy as the other one. Alright, this is the wonderful blade. Stretch that out. What kind of... Oh, nice. Not bad. That is a fine weapon for the lady. Don't know if we'll actually keep it, but that's going to take 3 fine steel, 2 steel, and 1 wrought iron. And a charcoal, of course, to smelt. The shiny pommel. Alright, that's another 12 points for her. She's now at 89, and a whole bunch of more components. We're going to click that, and we're going to break it down. Didn't even look at the value. We're going to go ahead, and we're going to craft it again. Yep. Another shiny pommel. 10 skill points gained. She's now at 101. Alright, let that keep rolling for, like, forever. There's another level gain, and let's see what we got for skills. So, we've got an attribute point now. We get that every 4 levels. We have 4 focus points. This is this is not how I intended to start this thing, but I definitely want to get the skills going from the get-go. So there's 4 options we have here. Each of them is called Steelmaker. This allows us to take 2 iron and turn into steel. This is 2 steel and turn into fine steel. This is 2 fine steel turned into Thamaskane steel. Again, she's now got 2 more points we can put into smithing to crank that up even higher, so she can make crazy epic weapons later on. At this point, I think we might spend some points elsewhere. Or do we? You know what? She's still gonna gain some more. So let's put them in there. Then we want definitely gonna do bow, I think. Do we do bow? Yeah, let's do bow. Hold on a second. Yeah, bow points for sure. We're going to put another point in. I think we might actually up her control by a bit here. I'd like to get these to like 4 each before, and then maybe the intelligence up later on. She may be able to gain enough with medicine to get to 25. After that, it really doesn't matter. Alright, there's her skill points trained. Back to trade. This is a... Oh, this one's only worth 18,000. Wow. I am surprised. Color me pink. Well, green. Redhead. Whatever it is. Oh, did I make that a one? No, that is a 1 2-handed. That blade must be particularly short. Yeah, it's only length of 112, which is a little less than expected. So we're going to craft... Of course, we're going to take that apart. We're looking to, you know, minimize the money use that we do, but maximize the rapid training. How many charcoal do we got? We're good. Let's take that one apart again. Oh, and get some time to rest here, so we'll do that. So the plan here is to basically, after today's episode, by the end of today's episode, to grab a few recruits and maybe find a mission or 2 to do to round things out. And we're going to start tomorrow off, or I guess it's going to be every second day we're going to release these. It'll be about an hour content with... this one might be a little off. An hour of content per episode, and it's going to be focused on doing a very slow build-up. We're not going to rush to try to become a vassal and just go into massive army battles right away. Off to smithing we go, because that's where we're at for today. Two handers, please. Oh, we got a lot of them opening up here. Lovely. We could do this fine steel one, but what I'm going to do is, oddly enough, do this right here. This is a broad falchion blade head, and of course it has no quiver, because look at that beast. That is made with 4 steel. Really? Ooh. Nasty. Let's get ourselves some more steel now that we can craft that. There we go. What else do we put on it? A new guard. That is a steel guard as well. Maybe we put that guard on. This looks more suitable for it. Look at the beast. Look at that crazy thing. Weapons. Northern... Oh, that actually kind of suits it, doesn't it? Or that one. We can go down to this one. That's made with steel. I think we'll actually keep this one on. Alright. Pretty wild weapon. 126 reach. Handling is we lose handling when we go up there. Only 2 more points of damage. I'm going to drop that in. This actually is a nice looking pommel for that one. See if we got any other... There's a suitable pommel. It is made of crude iron, oddly enough. That's iron. That's wrought iron. Oh, the ring. I kind of like the ring. Difficulty. The ring, Herc. The ring. We'll go with the difficulty 20 because that's really what we're here for. This one is 30. We'll go with this one. See, we may even keep this blade. We may use this blade. I don't know. I spelt it wrong. Crafted falchions, an H, of course. Okay, so we didn't actually take the skinny pommel apart. Let's do that now. sitting at 115. And there is this crafted falchion. We're actually going to take it apart as well. There we go, 117, and we'll go ahead and forge it again. And maybe I'll actually spell it right this time. There we go. I think that's right. Not bad. Alright, so she's training like crazy. We just hit 125, which is again another point where she can choose between Practical Refiner or Practical Smelter. So she'll go with Practical Refiner. Stamina spent refining is halved. Excellent. Also got another skill point, so now she can start putting these into actual weapons and whatnot. Nothing else that's really relevant right now, so we'll hold that point for later. Let's look at the trade value on this beast. 20,000 bucks. Okay, I like it. This is, again, still early, very early weapons and so on. Let's actually dump this one onto the market. Again, we can only take what it's worth. We can't add more. We can't exchange stuff for more value. So keep that in mind as we're going through this. I'm trying to keep it semi-reasonable, in spite of the fact that it is a legitimate part of the... Hi, that's a nice-looking one-handed blade. I like it. Legitimate part of the current meta of the game, or current build of the game, but... Oh, I thought that was the mountain blade, but that one's down here. Alright, what can we give her that is really awesome? Well, we need to actually probably go back to doing that one we just did. That's steel, wrought iron. We go with the saber. Let's go with this two-handed saber. Probably a good blade for her to start with, eh? Yeah, let's go with this crazy hacking weapon right here. That is two-hander. This is the one-end two-handed option. We'll drop the size there, crank that size up. What's the length of that? 104, so it's not a crazy long blade. Suitable for one-handed mode. Bit of iron. Let's bring down that size there. And I think we'll go with this one. Right about here. Alright, oh, that's 5 iron. Okay, didn't realize that. Let's craft some of that up. Let's grab a couple items to smelt down then. So we've got cash for her, right? That's the whole point of this, to get ourselves a piece of gear and some cash to get started with. Let's go ahead and grab these Imperial broad-bladed throwing knives. We'll grab the 12 of those, and we'll break them up. They're good metals as well. Hopefully this stuff is actually helpful to some of you who are interested. Oh, is she exhausted? She's exhausted again. Hopefully this kind of smithing info is helpful to you guys, those who are interested in that. If it's not your thing, just skim ahead, see where we get to later on in the video. That's no problem at all. Hope you are still with us at this point. I should have mentioned that we're going to be doing a bunch of this, but maybe I'll put that in the intro. Quick wait, and we're done. That's enough. That is enough. I can talk my way through hours of waiting. Like, legit in real life, too. Alright, these things give you 2 wrought iron and 3 iron. Thus the reason I bought them. Go up and forge her a two-handed weapon. Do we have any more javelin pieces? Nope, still no other blades, huh? We got a pommel component, but no other ends. Okay, we could do two-handed... Oh, there we go. Two-handed pole arms. There's a couple... There's a nice one here. This is the Canto... Oh, this is the one we talked about, the Cantos blade. So she can get a It's not a... Again, it's not a couchable lance. It would show two-handed polearm twice, if that was the case. And that's a sweet-looking sort of pike thing going on, but not what we're looking for. She'll use a bow for a while and a blade, so we'll do that. Let's go with the long saber. I kind of like the feel of the long saber when you're using it. Neither of these look right, though. This looks a bit better for the saber, but... that's alright. Let's lower it down like that. We could do the steel one. But it's too shiny. Too shiny for the blade. There we go. Let's go like that and make it reasonable length. And I kind of like the hook end on that. Okay, so this is going to be her weapon. Let's go ahead and refine up some steel. No, not fine steel. Steel, please. I think that was what we needed. Yes. 3, 2, and 3, and a charcoal. It's only difficulty 109, so hopefully she can craft it cleanly. Crafted long saber. We'll use this until we come up with a fine name. I would love name ideas for weapons in the comments below. More stuff earned, 10 more points. Got a bunch of stuff. That's excellent. Okay, so if we're not smelting that one down, we'll actually leave it here, I think, for smelty things. Actually, maybe we forge ourselves a... No, we're not going to do a polearm. We'll have a shield, the sword, and some bow. So let's get into doing that. We're keeping that one. We'll lock those so we don't waste them. And the rest of this can be basically used up as we go. It is weighty, so we're going to have to bring a couple mules with us. Maybe 5. Okay, a little bit of a herd cost to our movement. Weapons-wise, let's see. Do we have tournament arrows here? Really? Why, guys? Why do we not have tournament arrows? Come on. $9,000 piercing arrows. Maybe we'll pass. I'll go with the modest-priced arrows. Let's go with 2 rounds of these. And the sword. And some gear. What can we buy that's reasonable priced? 9,000 doesn't sound reasonable priced. 23 damage, or 23 armor. Which looks better. Well, that's what's really important. Did I switch them? That one? Or that one? Nope, sorry, it's got to be that one. I don't know which one's the more valuable. Oh, good. The nicer looking one's actually useful. Alright, a little bit of armor here. It's going to cost us a pretty penny. Imperial Gambeson over leather jacket. Well, it's better. It's not stellar, but it's better. Leather boots. We're going to get leather boots pretty easily here. Oh my goodness, no hands. Not even any basic hand gear. Man, you really start out thin on the supplies, don't you? We could do crossbows, but we're going to be riding, so we can't really do that effectively. Alright, so we've got her fairly well decked out here. There is a better horse armor for her for a few bucks. We're sitting with 11,000 bucks in hand still, so that's pretty ridiculously good for day one. We'll get... we got a step horse. Let's do that. Take only 4 of the mules then, and we'll put the step horse on here. That's probably more than enough for us for now. Maybe we'll keep the other mule too. There we go. So 11,000 bucks. We got a couple pack horses going. Speed is... We're losing 0.5 movement. Still sitting at 7.44 with this. So that's fine. We are going to recruit pretty heavily here. Saddle horses for 133. Buy them all, please. And I will also take these. Hold on. Let's put those back. Let's grab the cheapest ones we got. Midlands Palfreys. 11 of them. Good. And step horses, 18. It's probably more than we need. We'll say, what's our party size? 25, I'm thinking. 25-ish. So let's actually drop to hold only 25 horses. Okay, so the reason for this is because we're going to be recruiting right away. So there's our successfully started at the beginning, did a bunch of smithing, got ourselves a quest from this guy to go get some axes. We're sitting with 8,000 bucks in hand from all that smelting and refining. We have gained a bunch of levels from this. We actually have an attribute point still available to spend, and I'm thinking we'll put that into control. Yeah. So we'll keep building the bow skill here. Dump it a couple points up. So now we're sitting with riding of 3 with 3 pips and a bow at 4 pips, as well as we're using a... I guess it's going to be a 2-handed at the beginning, but really crap learning for both of those, but these ones are decent, so we should level up real good once we get into the first fighting. So, recruiting some troops. Okay, so because we have the second, the +1, we can actually recruit troops from these 2 tiles without having improved relations with anybody. So that's going to give us 7 of those. That's a good start, a pretty quick hit of points there. Let's see what this town has to offer. They've got horses here. We maybe should have checked here first. We don't have a lot of food, though. In fact, I don't know if we've got any. Yeah, pretty darn thin on the food supply. And they don't have much here for us either. Okay. We're going to need food for the folks. That's 12 of 20. So we can only have 20 total. That's fine. Let's head over this way. There's a mountain bandit camp. The always are in question marks now, which is a little weird to me. That's a new thing as well. So nothing that's cheap here, but maybe we take a couple of the butter and the cheese just to get a bit of food variety so we're not having negative to the morale. Recruiting. Again, this first episode I'm really trying to kind of... I'll definitely be trimming down the content of the recording, and we'll go for some pretty thinned out stuff here. There are 12 looters there. Let's get into our first fight. Surrender or die, brigand. Okay, so they have info up here. We can look at it with the Alt button. What else? The balance of power. The higher this is indicated against us, the more likely we get tactics. But of course, you know, we're gonna get beat up. We could send troops. Gonna lose some, but I think we want to get into a fight here. Try out this new armor that we've got. That's pretty crappy, but look at that blade. Woo! That is a serious weapon. Where are the looters? Okay. Soldiers, I want you to line up right about here, please. We'll let them come at us. I want to get a bit of damage done with this bow. I do like first person with the F key there. Oh, a little short on him. Get some skill as we wait for... Hey, you. That's an offensive, dangerous weapon, that thing. Oh, come on. Nope. Right in the face. Oh. Come on. Stay out of range. Nice. Oh, let's not get in on this. Infantry, do your thing. Don't want to shoot too much into my friends. Ow. I am not very tough with this gear. There we go. Get him, boys. You got him? Nice. Excellent. Alright, so we gained a few points there. Okay, we got one of our guys dead in that melee. 11 trained. That's the way we do it. 15 skill points in bow, 5 in riding, and 1 in tactics. The 15 in bow and 5 in riding is crazy high for your first skirmish like that. That's because of the percentages that we've got for our training. We're not going to train these Imperial recruits yet, though, because we're going to hold on to them. First batch is going to be archers, I think. We can mess up a bunch of looters for quite a while here. These guys have salt. These guys have grain. Nobody's got quests for us. Let's take down these 10 looters so we can get the rest of our... Oh, wait. Hold on. Before we do, let's pop into the villages and get the rest of our people recruited. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 19 of 20. Let's head off to this village, and I think they were headed that way. Oh, how convenient. Huh? Look at that. Thanks, guys. You're so kind. Recruit up. We'll recruit like 1 or 2 extras. Just in case we get some points gained. We don't have much for stewardship, so what do we got for items here? Can we buy some... Yeah, nothing new. Salt's pretty cheap. 40% cheaper. We could take it like Heron for 40 bucks. Yeah, it's not bad. Do we want to buy it? Yeah, let's buy that stuff. In a village, the price does not adjust. As you buy more or less, the price doesn't adjust. So 24 bucks for our salt. We're going to write that down on my handy dandy note to make sure we can get ourselves that profits in the future. Let's get out of here and kill these guys right here. Hunt them down. Might get the whole band in. Looks like we will draw both groups in. It's excellent. Let's get to it, boys.
Footman!
She's got an aggressive hauler, Footman! This lady. She is not to be messed with in the field or elsewhere.
Infantry!
Move up, boys. Alright, that's probably far enough. We'll let them come over the ridge there. We don't have need of having them come to... or of going to them. We'd rather them not hurl rocks at us. I'm just going to try to soften them up a little with my mad archery skills here. That's too soft. Ow! Alright, where are we at? Not quite met. Attack! Oh! That wasn't ideal. A couple guys knocked out. Oh! I hit my own boys. Which does no damage to them, but... Alright, let's see if we can get a head cleaving going on here. Here, give me your head. Oh yeah. This blade is nuts. I like it. Has a nice feel to it. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Listen, dude. Don't run away from me. There we go. Nice headshot there. Is there another guy anywhere? Yep. Off this way somewhere. Where is he? Where's the running fool? There he is. Oh, yeah. Excellent. All right. I think that's it there. Beautiful. That was actually a very, very lucky, enjoyable shot. I mean, super skilled. 5 in two-hander. Another tactics point. Some bow and some horse. Excellent. 2 renown for that as well. That's wonderful. The renown gain is kind of going to be our first focus here. There's our first 20 recruits. We're going to upgrade them to Imperial Archers. Lovely. I'm going to hold on to looters. We are not... Oh, what are we? Over limit? 21. Oh, yeah. We're capped at 20, and I've got 21. All right. Get some money from that. There's another axe item, which is okay. We're going to have to head back pretty soon. Let's check what we've got for materials here. Oh, Oros here. Hold on. Leave the town. Oros here is going to teach us something. My name is Hana Kalia. Goes with a deep voice. There you go. Tell me about... oh, he can't. Right. Any lord will tell you let you the first discussion. That's disappointing. I was hoping we'd get our first Neretzi's Folly under our wing there. Ilgai the Knowing. An engineer with crossbow and stuff. We're going to look at possible companions later. We're not going to ransom off the dudes we have because there's going to be options to use them in quests. We're at our cap here, and let's look to see if we have any axes available. Yes, that's a really expensive axe. Not going to do it. Morningstar Mace. 2. He wants a one-handed axe. We have none here. Okay, well, we're going to have to go back and craft him some lovely one-handed axes. Let's head over there and call it quits for today. We're going to head over to Lake Erin and get ourselves set up with... actually, we're probably going to grab a quest here. So we're going to put in a cut. We'll be done today. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the series today, or going forward. Every second day it'll be coming out. Probably, I would think, in the morning at about 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So if you are interested, hit us up in the comments for any stories you have, any questions you have, feedback, anything that you'd like to see in the lore of the game for this character. So we're basically just got her set up now, and she's going to run around and do some work for the locals. So that's where we're at. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this along with us. Our party has some recruits to join. Yeah, so we're gonna walk through town here and say goodnight for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this one. Hopefully, this is, I think, probably going to be just under the hour marker, but you know, it'll be interesting. Oh, put that away. Put that. That's a dangerous thing. That is. Oh, never mind. She's gonna run around with a sword, looking like she's raiding, but she's a chicken. Nope, can't kill the chicken. All right, thank you, everybody, for joining me once again. We will see you in game.